Welcome to Open House with Jerry Cornejo, where we feature people, places, and things that are in the news or who should be in the news. And very soon, we will be celebrating, commemorating the 75th anniversary of one of the premier government institutions in the Philippines, and that would be the Bureau of Immigration. So let's get acquainted with what the Bureau does. And well, there isn't a more knowledgeable person about the Bureau of Immigration nowadays than, of course, its spokesperson and the deputy spokesperson whom we have with us right now. And to my left, it's Attorney Elaine, the spokesperson of the Bureau of Immigration and also technical assistant to Commissioner Siegfried Mison. Welcome, Attorney Elaine.
Good evening.
Okay, and we have with us Ms. Dana Mingote, Deputy Spokesperson and Immigration Officer of the Bureau of Immigration. Magandang umaga, magandang gabi, magandang hapon, because this program will air nationwide and in 7 Asian countries on different time zones. So we'll greet you, for have a good day na lang ganon, ha? Okay, so let's learn all about the Bureau of Immigration. So Attorney Elaine Tan, tell us about a brief history of the Bureau of Immigration.
So the Bureau of Immigration, actually it started way back, but the law itself was signed in 1940. So we're celebrating our 75th year in September. So we're handling mainly foreign nationals who are given authorized stay in the Philippines, and we also handle airport matters, those who are going out of the country and those who are coming in.
Okay, so what is actually your mandate? What are you required to do? What do you have to do regarding immigration? Ito, immigration ng both foreigners and Filipinos, ganun ba?
Yes,
Okay.
Our mission is to control and regulate the movement of persons po. So persons, including Filipinos, for those who are departing, and for those who are arriving, foreign nationals and Filipinos alike. Because at first po, we only handle foreign nationals because we're only handling migration issues. But then based on the human trafficking, which has been prevalent lately, so the government has issued this Anti-Trafficking in Persons Act of 2003.
Right.
So we were mandated to control and monitor those who may be possible victims of human trafficking.
Okay, now we have with us Ms. Dana Mingote, who is the Deputy Spokesperson and an Immigration Officer. Ngayon, si Attorney is not an Immigration Officer? No. Okay, anong difference? Pag Immigration Officer ka, what sort of other training or qualifications do you need to have before you are an immigration officer?
Well, to be hired as an immigration officer, of course, you need to graduate a 4-year course.
Okay.
And you have to have a PRC license, or you need to be civil service eligible.
Okay.
And then we undergo a training around 2 months of physical, emotional, mental training before we are deployed at the different parts in the Philippines.
So you are trained, there's a school sa
Yes.
Bureau of Immigration. Anong tawag doon sa school na yan?
We have the Philippine Immigration Academy. It's in Clarkfield, Pampanga. So we go there, we live there for around 2 months to undergo the training.
Okay, so there you go. I mean, aside lang ito. I mean, some of you might be interested to join the Bureau of Immigration, and there you go. Sabi ng immigration officer natin, si Dana Mingote, is also the deputy spokesperson of the Bureau of Immigration. You have to have graduated a 4-year college course, any course.
Any course.
Any course, and then after that, of course, you apply. Pag pumasa ka sa application, then you undergo the 2-month training. And then you get deployed. Yes. So how long have you been an immigration officer?
Around 8 years.
8 years na?
Yes.
Okay. Now, ano ba mga duties ng immigration officer?
Well, there is a misconception na sa airport lang ang immigration officers. But we can be sent to different parts of the Philippines. Like we can be sent to the airports, to the seaports, to really guard the borders for arriving and departing people.
Okay. Now, many years ago, panahon pa yata ni Munding Reyes. Have you've heard? He must his picture somewhere there. Ang head ng intelligence, I think, doon was a person named Almeida.
Yes.
Still, of course, he's retired a long time.
Yes, his son is still with us.
Ah,
Daniel.
okay, okay. So, and he had another son na nakasama ko, but he passed away. So, anyway, yeah. So, ano bang pinaka-main problem ngayon ng Bureau of Immigration, Attorney Tan? I mean, in terms of your functions, your mandate, what is the most difficult and critical area of it right now, at this time?
The major challenge that we encounter right now is screening through the good guys and the bad guys. Kasi
Okay.
marami po talaga tayong travelers. We have almost 10 million travelers.
10 million?
Yeah, in the past year.
Okay.
So it's
Excuse
hard
me,
to
these are foreigners coming in or kasama ng Pilipino dyan?
kasama na yung
Okay,
Filipino.
okay.
So in the past year, we have a lot of good guys coming in, and as part of the tourism campaign, we have to let them in and allow them to enter the country freely. But then there are bad guys, and they're hiding within these good guys. They're disguising themselves as good guys. So it's very difficult for us
Okay.
to identify them with certainty. So we need the help of other agencies. Also, we need the good eye of our immigration officers to
Okay.
detect them,
Okay.
and the documents also. So it's a challenge, of course. It's almost, it's less than 1%. The bad guys that enter the country is less than 1%. But it's really hard because even if they're just a few, they can be, they can pose a threat to
Of
our
course.
national security.
Of
So that's a
course.
major challenge that we're encountering.
Okay. Ngayon, sino ba who are your partner agencies? I can imagine, andyan ang Bureau of Customs, tama?
Law enforcement agencies. Also.
PNP, NBI, and then you also have the POEA,
POEA.
sometimes Department of Health para ma-screen yung mga may SARS dyan, or tama, ganon?
We are actually part of an interagency council. It's
Okay.
called the IACAT, the Interagency Council Against Trafficking.
Ah,
So this
okay.
is under DOJ. It's composed of several law enforcement agencies
Like?
like the NBI, PNP, even DSWD, POEA, to really help Filipino nationals who are victims of human trafficking, because all these government agencies partner together to protect the Filipino people from trafficking, from human trafficking and illegal recruitment.
Okay. Now, there was a time, I guess not during this dispensation of President Pinoy, but there was a time na sinusukay ang Bureau of Immigration, graft-ridden, di ba? And what has the Bureau of Immigration done? Excuse me, first of all, si Commissioner Mison ba has started when President Aquino started, President Noynoy?
No,
or-
he just started in 2013 or 2012.
Okay, so prior to him?
Prior to him, it was Commissioner David.
Okay.
Ricardo.
And so it was Commissioner David from, ano ito, panahon pa ni Presidente Arroyo?
From President Aquino na po, si Commissioner David.
Okay, so inappoint siya ni President Aquino.
Opo.
So it was Commissioner David and Commissioner
Yes.
Mison. Okay, what have these two commissioners done to eradicate graft and corruption in your bureau?
First, they instituted the core values of the Bureau of Immigration, which is professionalism, integrity, and patriotism. So, in professionalism, they really focused on that in terms of our personnel. They gave trainings, they screened them well to allow them to know what they do and to have pride, a sense of pride in their work. So
Okay.
right now, hopefully, the Bureau of Immigration has a better image in the eyes of the public, and we serve them better, and our services are more efficient.
Okay, so is there any way to gauge the success of this anti-graft and corruption drive done by the the previous commissioner and the current commissioner, si Commissioner David and Commissioner Mison? Is there any way to, ano ba ito, mga, ano tawag nito, social weather stations, di ba? Yung mga, ano bang opinion ng mga tao sa ano nyo, sa institution nyo? Has there been anything like that, or an improvement? Is it the same? Has it gone down? What's the status?
There's no survey yet as to the status of the Bureau in terms of its integrity.
Okay.
But based on our accomplishments po, we have income, we have generated the most income this year. So our
Excuse
income
me,
is
ever in the history of the...
Yes, in
Okay.
history, we garnered an income of 3.022 billion pesos
Okay.
in the past year. So it's the highest in the history of the Bureau.
Before it was...
As it increased by 30 million from the previous year.
Okay.
So-
How about from the previous administration?
So, there's also a significant increase.
What is the increase?
Around 20 million, I think, po,
20 million.
from the previous po.
Okay.
So it's-
That's really not too much, no? I mean, it's a significant. I mean,
Yeah.
okay pa rin yan, pero 20 million.
Yeah,
So,
from the previous.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, 20 million, isang lagayan lang ng mayaman na foreigner yan. Because, I mean, you know, it's no secret, di ba? Those who want to stay here, especially some of our Asian friends yata, Chinese or...
I mean, 200 million pa lang.
200, okay.
Yeah,
Medyo kasi yung 20, isang anuhan lang yun.
Yeah,
Barya lang yun.
200
Yeah.
million from the past po, from the time of Commissioner David, and from today po, mga sila.
How do you earn income, by the way?
We have visa extensions. We have
Okay.
so foreign
Visa
nationals
extensions and
pay fees for their stay here. So if
Okay.
you want to convert your visa, if you want to get a permit
Okay.
to work here or
Oo.
to stay here permanently, you have to go to the Bureau of Immigration and pay the necessary fees.
Yung when they get their visas, does the Bureau of Immigration get a cut of that pie? Kunyari, Amerikano, whatever, Castilla or Inchik, pupunta rito sa Pilipinas, bibigyan sila ng visa, or those countries that they would be required a visa, ang Spain yata, at US hindi, ano? Pero I know China, Southeast Asia don't need for visas, but those who need visas, does the Bureau of Immigration get a certain percentage o wala?
And wala po. From those obtained at the consular offices.
So that goes to
abroad.
the DFA?
Yes.
Okay. So you get your income, well, of course, you have a budget, no? And you get it from visa transactions, in
Yes.
other words. Yung mga extensions, yung mga change of status, mga ganon. All right. Now, later on when you come back, we're going to be talking about, let's make this program and the Bureau of Immigration relevant to a lot of our listeners. And we're specifically going to talk about what are the situations wherein a private citizen, you know, can avail of the services of the Bureau of Immigration because, let's say, of an abusive foreign national in the Philippines. Di ba, meron mga ganon na they get into either corrupt or unethical work practices, or yung mga iba, iniinsulto yung bayan natin. Ano bang pwede natin gawin? And, you know, what is the system? What is the process of doing that? So, stick around, people. I mean, if you have, of course, most of the friendly tayo, you know? I mean, when we have foreign friends, we treat them like royalty. But some of them really need to be taken out, you know, weeded out. Kaya pag-uusapan po natin yan. So I'll be back with Attorney Elaine Tan and Ms. Dana Mengote of the Bureau of Immigration right after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Open House with Jerry Cornejo, where we feature people, places, and things that are in the news or who should be in the news. And this program airs every Thursday at 6:10 p.m. and every Friday at 9 in the morning on GNN, that's Global News Network, Channel 8 of Destiny Cable, GSAT Channel 1, and also on Sky Cable 213. Okay, so again, if you just tuned in, we are talking to the spokesperson and the deputy spokesperson of the Bureau of Immigration. And the reason they are our guests here is because, among other things, they will be, the Bureau of Immigration will be celebrating its 75th anniversary this coming September. So, again, back to our spokesperson, Miss Attorney Elaine Tan, and we were discussing before the break on what the private citizen can do just in case there are foreign nationals living in the country or neighbor nila or nasa community, neighborhood, barangay nila who are doing things that are highly undesirable or unbecoming of a guest. Because tandaan nyo, if you are not a Filipino, if you're here in the country, you are a guest. And as a guest, you behave. If you don't behave, there are consequences, you know. And the worst, of course, is you. If you don't commit a crime, but you know you're just undesirable, then you get deported. You know, you get a PNG and you can't return. Tama ba?
Yes, that's right.
And the other one, of course, if you commit a crime, then you know then we have a criminal code of which you are also subject to, except mga diplomat yata, certain crimes ng mga diplomat.
Those who are immune or those who are exempt from liability.
Okay, very quickly lang, ano bang level? Everyone working in the embassy or hindi naman?
I think heads of delegations, heads of
So ambassador,
ambassador.
consul.
I'm not sure po. Maybe
okay.
consul.
Pero sigurado ambassador.
Ambassador.
Sigurado ambassador. Then how far down the line does it go? Would you know or?
Ano, limited lang, only
okay.
a few po.
And only certain crimes, hindi ba? Hindi naman yung tinatawag na pag heinous crime, kahit ambassador yata would be liable or hindi?
Ambassador, I'm not sure po. It's not in our line.
Okay.
But yeah, they still will be liable po for the
Kung
crimes
medyo
that they
heinous
commit.
na, hindi ba? Kung medyo nagkasigawan, nagkasampalan, maybe hindi, ano? But anyway, okay. That hardly, not too many of us will be dealing directly with ambassadors. But then foreign nationals, yes. I mean, we see them all over the place. We see them in hotels, in restaurants, in the street, in the malls. So ngayon, si Miss Dana Mingote was telling us about merong proseso just in case. What are the most, sa mga sumbong-sumbong na mga private citizens natin, ano ang pinaka-prevalent na sinusumbong nila about a foreign national?
There are a lot of, we get a lot of complaints about foreign nationals who are married to Filipinas kasi their visas are based on the marriage
Okay.
to a Filipino citizen. And then who end up marrying someone else or not living with their wives. So it's really a breach of the visa, the restrictions of the visa. So we get a lot of those complaints that their husbands or wives are philandering. So it's really a reason for cancellation of the visa.
Philandering?
Yes.
Philandering? Parang morality issue. No, because I was thinking, if maybe the marriage was a fake,
Yes,
then,
yes,
di ba?
That's one.
Maybe if, if there's spousal abuse, that's another, Pero yung philandering, kasama yun
But they're
sa,
not living together anymore. That's also one. It can be a
Ayun,
reason for...
So parang fake marriage na rin yun, parang marriage of convenience, no? Okay, so how about other things like kung minsan meron mga there are foreign nationals here who say very negative things about our government, about our leaders. Mga ganun ba, liable ba sila or are they covered by the freedom of speech? Ano bang
It depends
situation?
on the level po of the speech that they say or they exercise. So it depends. So because the freedom is not absolute, so especially when they're foreign nationals here,
Especially, yes.
it's more limited for them. So it has to be not to the point that it's against the Filipino people or against the country itself or against our leaders or symbols of Filipino pride.
So pag medyo nilalait-lait nila yan, if they talk ill about the Filipino people, our leaders, pwede natin timbrehan. I mean, we can inform the Bureau of Immigration that there's such and such a person who persistently, consistently does this, and it is already offensive, to the typical Filipino. Ngayon, you said you had a hotline. Is this part of yung hotline nyo?
Yes.
Pwedeng isumbong dyan?
Yes.
Okay, can you give us the hotline,
We
please?
have sa Immigration Magsumbong Project. So
Okay.
it's a text line.
Okay.
All they need to do is text in the full name of the foreigner.
Okay.
We have our hotline. For Smart, it's 0908-894-6644.
Okay.
For Sun, it's
Excuse me, 6644, no?
6644.
Okay,
For
smart.
Sun,
Yes.
it's 0932
Okay.
894 6644.
Yes.
And for Globe, it's 0917 573 3871. So the text format will be just SIM, S-I-M,
Okay.
space the full name of foreigner,
Okay.
space the complete name of foreigner, and space the informant, name of the informant.
How about yung kung ano yung offense or kung ano yung isusumbong?
That will be part of the investigation of the Intelligence Division.
I see. So what will happen? Walk me through this. If I have a complaint against a certain foreign national, let's say consistently drunken behavior disturbing the peace. Of course, pwede mo isipong sa barangay yan or sa... But, you know, the barangay has no power to kick this person out, di ba? So, pwedeng... Ngayon, after we text, you know, we give the name, the full name, and the name of the informant. Anong gagawin nyo ngayon pag natanggap nyo yan?
Well, primarily for the sa Immigration Magsumbong project, it's for overstaying and undocumented foreign nationals.
Ah, okay.
So we can immediately check their status, what type of
Okay.
visa, or are they holding any
Again,
visa.
what is it?
Overstaying and undocumented foreign nationals.
Ah, okay. Ano, of course, overstaying are those who have exceeded the permitted time in their visas.
Yes.
Ano ang undocumented? They got smuggled in
They
here?
have no proper documents to support their stay in the Philippines.
So, wala silang visa?
Walang passport or walang visa.
Okay. So, in other words, somehow they just sneaked in here. Parang ganon. So, mas malala yan. Di ba? Kasi ang overstaying, I mean, ano yan, pwede nilang sabihin, walang panahon, whatever. Pero yung undocumented, iba na yan. Di ba?
Or those who have canceled passports are considered as undocumented.
Okay. So there you go. If you have anyone in your neighborhood, in your barangay, whom you suspect, how can you suspect kung overstaying? I mean, what are the, how would anyone know that
course.
someone is overstaying?
Of course, the person who will report should also have personal knowledge. So he or she should have properly investigated or
Wag yung
have
akala.
verified. And
Wag yung akala, ha?
And
No.
you should know the name of the person and, if possible, the date of birth so we can check.
Okay. So it has to be a kind of an intimate relationship na, di ba? Either, you know, sa family mo, in your household, or
Or a
some
co-worker, perhaps.
co-worker. Okay. So undocumented could also be working here without a working permit.
Yes.
Kasama yun sa mga
Yes.
isusumbong natin.
Yes.
Ha? Okay, so if somebody's working, if you feel that there's a foreign national who is working in gainful employment, no? In other words, sumisweldo siya, na parang, oy, teka muna, wala kaya tang work permit, no? Or obviously wala. You know, isumbong nyo na sa Bureau of Immigration. Of course, the nice thing to do, the best thing to do is to tell the person first. Di ba? You better get your papers read, you know,
Yes.
get them in order, go to the Bureau of Immigration and get, you know, smoothen this out. If not, lalong-lalo na kung medyo abusado, andyan po ang Bureau of Immigration, ano? And so, of course, if somebody texts and gives names and all that, titingnan nyo muna kung sino yung informant. Informant mo nakakaasapin nyo.
Yes, we'll
Diba?
get in touch
I-verify
with,
nyo?
with the
Okay.
informant, and then we'll do the proper investigation before we proceed with the arrest.
Okay. Now, for instance, there is a foreigner na gustong maging Pilipino. Sa inyo rin ba yun?
For foreign
Oh.
nationals who are married to Filipinos,
Oh.
who Filipino husbands po. So,
Okay.
foreigners, female foreigners
okay, female.
may go through the Bureau of Immigration, but generally, they have to go through naturalization.
And that would be,
Naturalization, if they're born here, administrative, through the Office of the Solicitor General.
Okay,
If
okay.
they're born outside the country,
Oo.
they have to go through the judicial process for naturalization.
Okay. So, walang role ang Bureau of Immigration
We
dyan?
just cancel their ACR if the decision has been rendered.
Okay. So, anyway, sigurado yun naman, if you want to change your nationality into Filipino, hindi ba? I mean, you will have to seek legal help. You can't do this, hindi do it yourself ito.
Oo.
So, you know, I mean, your lawyer will walk you through this. Naisip ko lang, Bureau of Immigration, baka, well, of course, you will also provide, your role, I guess, would be to provide the necessary documentation.
To
di ba?
say that their foreign papers in the Philippines or their registration have been canceled.
Okay. Ngayon, how about foreigners, foreign nationals who are doing business here?
They
Whether
should
it's
also have.
selling or recruiting or whatever it is. Basta nagdinegosyo sila rito. And kailangan sa inyo rin, kailangan may permit din sa inyo yan?
Yes, permit
Okay.
to invest, to engage in business in the Philippines. There's a proper visa also.
What do you call that? Which will come from you?
Yes.
Okay, so let's say there's a person who came in here as a visitor, as a tourist. Sabi niya, "Uy, marami palang business opportunities dito." So they go to you, or and then what do they get? What do you give them?
If you're just going to invest, it's okay if you have a tourist visa. But if you're going to render employment or you do service,
right,
you have to get the necessary work visa. The most common is the 9G or the pre-arranged employment visa. There are also other forms of visas, the SVEG special visa for employment generation. They can also work. And the other immigrant visas, those who are married to Filipinos may also work under the immigrant visa.
Okay, Miss Dana Mengote, meron ba kayong website?
Yes.
Na andyan lahat yan?
Yes,
Okay.
lahat po ng information regarding visa application.
Will be in?
It's www.immigration.gov.ph.
Okay, immigration lang ha?
Yes.
Okay.
Immigration.gov.ph.
Well, lahat naman ng ahensya sa Pilipinas, if you want to tap them, ang extension nito kailangan .gov.ph, no? So, for the Bureau of Immigration, you don't have to write bureau. You just, of course, www.immigration.gov.ph. And all of this information, nandyan yan.
Yes, including the fees are there.
Okay. And can they also do this online?
No, they just can download the checklist of requirements, but they have to apply in person or through an authorized representative.
Okay.
We have 54 offices nationwide, so it shouldn't be a problem to reach us.
Okay.
They can just proceed to our offices, and some of our offices are in the mall, so it's more convenient.
So, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao yan?
Yes.
Is there, because before, alam ko, merong somebody who stayed somewhere in the Visayas, ewan ko kung gusto mag-extend or, basta, wala raw, there's no other branch or that could do it except you have to come to Manila. May mga ganun.
Yes, there are services which are
Dito lang.
exclusive to Manila.
For instance?
Deportation cases.
Okay.
They have to come to Manila. The lifting of the blacklist.
Okay.
And the dual citizenship is exclusive to Manila.
Extensions in that?
Extensions, no.
Any of those 54 branches can do
Yes,
an extension?
Extension of tourist visa.
Extension of tourist visa. Now, aside from NCR, meron kayong mga regional offices. Lahat ng region, meron kayong regional office.
Karamihan po.
Tapos, aside from that, there are also, I guess, selected cities nationwide that would have this. By the way, some of you probably know this already if you were a regular viewer on GNN. Si Attorney Elaine, the Bureau of Immigration spokesperson, and si Ms. Dana Mengote, the Deputy Spokesperson, are also hosts here in GNN. Meron din silang programa rito po. Ang pangalan is Mission Immigration, right?
Yes.
And i-plug na natin, anong araw?
It's on Tuesdays, 7
Okay.
p.m. po. And we have replays on Wednesdays, 11 in the morning.
Okay, so Tuesdays, 7 p.m. and replays
Wednesdays.
on Wednesdays at
11
in the morning. Okay, you'll see these beautiful ladies and you'll know more about anong pinapag-usapan niyo usually sa program niyo?
Immigration matters,
Okay.
our operations, and also the workings in our partner agencies.
Okay, great. So, there you go. When you come back, we'll talk about other interesting facts and figures about the Bureau of Immigration. And you're watching Open House with GERRY Cornejo. We'll be back right after this. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Open House with GERRY Cornejo, where we feature people, places, and things that are in the news or should be in the news. And what we're discussing now is the Bureau of Immigration, who will be celebrating their 75th anniversary this coming September. And right now, the Bureau of Immigration is under the able leadership of Immigration Commissioner Siegfried Mison. And we have with us the spokesperson of the Bureau of Immigration, Attorney Elaine, and she's also the technical assistant of Commissioner Mison. And we have with us Dana Mengote, Deputy Spokesperson, and Immigration Officer. If you tuned in earlier, we talked about you might want to have a career, di ba? Sa Bureau of Immigration. Ngayon, kung career ang gusto mo sa Bureau of Immigration, ganun din, dadaan ka sa pagka-Immigration Officer.
Ay, hindi.
Okay.
It's not linear po. You
okay.
can take other items or positions,
Okay.
even if you don't start with the immigration officer one position. But it's the most
Okay.
common. Majority of our plantilla items are immigration officers.
What else would there be?
You can be a lawyer, an
Okay.
attorney, or
Uh-huh.
a hearing officer. You can also be an
Hearing
administ-
officer. All right.
administrative aid. You can also be a chief of our divisions. You
Okay.
can apply
Pwede
for those.
mag-apply ng chief?
But you have to go through the ranks. Maybe at least
yun,
maybe,
yeah.
a few years in other positions.
Right. Okay. So, ano bang, ganong kalaki ba ang bureau nyo? I mean, how many people do you have?
We
Rank
have,
and file all the way to the
We have
officials?
almost 2,000 personnel po.
This is
in-
nationwide?
nationwide
Okay.
in 11 international airports, 54
Wow.
offices nationwide. So, yeah.
Sapat ba yun? Di ba kulang yun?
Medyo kulang lang po.
Ideally, how many should you have?
Ideally, around 4,000 to 5,000 because our
So,
counterpart
double.
in customs, they
Oh.
have 5,000 personnel.
Okay.
So, and the ratio of immigration officer to the passenger is around 1,300 or 1,500.
Now.
For every
Immigration.
one.
For every one immigration officer.
That's now, currently.
Yes.
What is the ideal?
The ideal is in Singapore, it's around 1:100.
Wow. Okay.
In Korea, 1:300.
Oh.
And of course, we have to take in consideration that our country is very porous.
Oh,
So it's not
oh.
just the airports, we also have to guard our seaports and
Oh.
other possible entry and exit points. So we
Pero-
really need a lot of
Oh,
manpower.
so is this being addressed right now? I mean, is there active recruitment going on, or?
Yes, we'll have our qualifying examination
Mm.
for new immigration officers. We were granted 200 more immigration officers.
Lang?
Yes, we were very thankful for that
Ah,
because
okay.
we're growing.
Okay, now when Commissioner David started, or when President Noynoy Aquino started in 2010, how many did you have and how many do you have now?
We increased by around 600, around 600
Wow,
increased.
okay, that's significant, that's significant.
Yeah.
Pero ngayon, kulang pa rin. Kung doblehin yung ano nyo,
Kulang pa rin.
kulang pa rin kung doblehin.
Yes.
So ideally, in an ideal situation, sabihin sa inyo, here's the budget, do the hiring, do the training, how many should you have? Yung magandang ratio na hindi nagkaka-kilometric line sa mga ports of entry. So ideally, what would it be? 6,000, 8,000 maybe?
Maybe 5,000 to 8,000.
5 to 8,000. Pero ngayon talagang kulang na kulang, di ba?
Kulang na kulang.
So, sino ba mga kakampi nyo sa Kongreso na, I mean, who are, I'm sure you have people in the legislative who are batting for maybe a higher budget, to hire more people. Sino ba mga kakampi natin
Marami
doon?
po, thankfully po, we've been given really good support. Kaya nga po we were able to hire additional manpower, 200 items, and in the past few years, around 400 additional officers. So that's a lot po already, additional for our manpower. Kasi for
Mga
the past,
bago ito, mga
yes,
bago
new
ito,
officers.
yeah.
For the past few years, very significant yung naging increase ng mga incoming and outgoing flights sa ating
Yes,
bansa.
yes.
So, we really need to catch up. Nahabol natin to dahil kulang po na already yung ating mga manpower para i-sustain yung dami ng influx ng passengers and tourists in our country.
Okay. Earlier we were talking about reporting to the Bureau of Immigration yung mga foreign nationals who might be abusive or not desirable. Ngayon, what happens to the private citizen if they want to report an immigration officer or an official who is, not desirable either? Palagay natin na sabihin na natin, ay medyo corrupt yata ito. Humihingi ng lagay, mga ganun. So anong proseso rito? Do they report directly to the office of the commissioner? What do they do?
They can report also to any official of the bureau who will forward it to the bureau to the board of discipline. You have this board of discipline who evaluates the cases of our personnel.
Okay, walk me through this, please, Attorney Tan. Okay, let's say I'm what, Japanese or a Chinese guy. And then,
Or Filipino.
Hindi, hihingi ako ng extension eh.
Okay, okay.
I'm a foreign national, hihingi ako ng extension sa visa ko. Or, o hiningan ako ng lagay. Who would that be? Who would that person be? An immigration officer in charge of visa extension siguro. There's a desk.
Yes.
Okay, let's just say that happens. Kunyari lang, ganun ang mangyari. What steps should they take? Because, the foreign community, diplomatic community, nakikinig dito eh. So, what do they do?
First, you have to know the name of the
Okay.
person who
All
did
right.
that, who did a misconduct.
Okay.
So, and write a letter. You state there the circumstances
Okay.
with which you think that the officer abused his position. So, you write the name and the incident and where the incident transpired, and you
Okay.
file the complaint. You also can file the complaint through our website. Or our email
Okay.
address. It's
Okay.
imigph@gmail.com or
imigph
Okay.
at gmail.com.
or xinfo@immigration.gov.
Excuse me, imig PH, imig
Underscore.
imig at
imigph
Ah,
at
okay.
gmail.com.
Okay. Okay.
Or
Or
xinfo
okay.
at immigration.gov.ph.
Okay.
Or you can also file it through our
Okay.
central receiving unit at the
Oh.
main office.
Oh.
So,
Nagkakaroon ba ng mga ganon?
opo.
I mean, do you get complaints like that on a regular basis? I mean, I'm sure you investigate, founded, unfounded. Yung mga iba
Yes.
siguro, di ba? I mean, overacting lang, pero yung iba tunay, no? So, is this an active, ongoing thing with
Yes.
you?
Well, yung policy ni Commissioner Mison is good guys in, bad guys out. It's for the foreign nationals who go here, and it's also for the employees of the Bureau.
Yes,
So we are really actively hiring and really helping other people for good guys to enter the Bureau. But for the bad guys who are in the Bureau, we are very strict with the implementation of our administrative cases against
Okay,
them.
now question. Ever since this current dispensation, which started in 2010, meron ba kayong figure na ilan na natanggal? Because of, inefficiency, dishonesty, whatever,
Yes.
those negative things.
Yes, you have several, but I don't have the exact figures, but maybe it's about 20.
Only.
20 or more.
20 all
time-
over the Philippines?
The last time I checked, it
Dismissal.
was 3 pages of bond paper.
Names of
Yeah,
names.
Yeah,
of
just-
names.
Okay.
Just during the term of the
that's,
commissioner.
that's more credible, di ba?
Around 3 pages of bond
Pero siyempre, dadaan pa naman
With
sa
names.
proseso yun,
Yeah.
no? So,
Yes, they
yeah.
can still appeal to
Oo.
the secretary
Oo.
and elevate it to the Civil Service Commission.
Because they're, you can't just get rid of them. Kaya mga iba, fini-freezer na lang, di ba? I mean, kung may administrative case, I mean, they might take them out actively in what they're doing and place them in a department where they can't do mischief. Di ba? Ganun na nangyari minsan, di ba? Yung promoted, pero diyan ka, wala kang ginagawa. But
yeah.
okay, go ahead,
But
please.
for the Bureau, our Board of Discipline is really active in filing cases against erring immigration personnel.
And we also
Oh.
investigate on our own, even if there's no complaint, we act upon our officers who have reports internally also.
Okay, very good. So there you go, huh? I mean, if you're dealing with the Bureau of Immigration and you feel that, that the officer or the official of the Bureau is not doing their job well or is doing something which is, sabihin na natin corrupt, no? Isumbong nyo. Di ba? Isumbong nyo. I mean, because that's the only way you can solve things, no? I mean, it's not going to solve itself. You have to get involved. At ganun din doon sa mga, yung mga foreign nationals within your environment, within your neighborhood. It's also up to you, to make the report. No? I mean, wala naman lumiligid-ligid na immigration officer para tingnan lahat ng mga foreign nationals dito. So let's do our part, to clean up our own neighborhood And when it comes to foreign nationals who are misbehaving or doing something illegal, immoral, then we have the Bureau of Immigration to help us out, to help you weed them out, no? And of course, there are other agencies involved, nandiyan yung local government units, andyan ang law enforcement, okay? But we need your participation. Ngayon, ano bang, meron din yung statistics, di ba, kung anong pinakamaraming foreign nationals dito? Anong number one?
Number one is Chinese,
Okay.
followed by Koreans. Americans also are.
So number one, Chinese. Okay. Second,
Koreans.
Koreans na, ha?
Koreans are Americans, yeah.
really? Koreans and Americans, the same ano na sila?
Almost.
What figure are we talking about?
Tourists po for
Okay.
here. Tourists, Chinese, Koreans, Americans.
What's the figure we're talking about here? Hundreds of thousands? Millions?
I don't
I
have
think it's
it.
hundreds of thousands, if I'm not mistaken.
Pero sila, yan ang ranking. Number one,
Yes.
Chinese. Number two, Korean Americans. Eh, mga Indians.
Meron din pa sa mga fourth yata.
Kasi ang dami mga Indians dito, di ba? I mean, I don't know if this is a proper question, but sinong maraming report na misbehaving?
Iba-iba.
I guess, of course, it should be the one with the most number of people, so Chinese. Di ba? Kung number one pumapasok dito mga Chinese, I mean, logically, the most complaints will be also them kasi marami sila, no? Pero hindi naman ganon.
Hindi naman po, iba-iba
okay.
rin. Kasi
Okay.
usually, if the partner po, so those who are married to Filipinos,
okay.
ganon.
Okay.
So, it's not necessarily Chinese.
Okay, so wala naman na napo-profile na particular nationality. Mga Middle East, mga ganyan, hindi naman.
Hindi, we treat them equally po.
Hindi, pero in terms of them being
Misbehavior.
reported, wala naman outstanding, parang equal lang. Okay, so good. You guys are behaving. Di ba? Because I was thinking, di ba, kuminsan, especially sa Amerika, naka 911, pinoprofile nila yung mga Middle Eastern, di ba? Kahit, even if you just look Middle Eastern, you get different treatment in the ports of entry or exit, di ba? So, that's good to know. That, and please, again, as I mean, there are many foreigners watching our program. Again, please bear in mind that you are visitors here, and as visitors, you must behave, and, you must show your best behavior. Wag nyo, lalong-lalo na ayaw kayo, iniinsulto tayo. Susumbong ko kayo. Okay, ma'am, Attorney Elaine Tan, we have the people of the Philippines there watching us. Anong message nyo po?
Thank you for understanding immigration, and please continue to support the Bureau of Immigration. Please visit our website, www.immigration.gov.ph. We also have our Facebook account, Official Bureau of Immigration, and everyone is invited to celebrate with us on our 75th anniversary on September 4, 2050.
Okay, Ms. Dana Mengote, please.
Yes, thank you for everyone for the opportunity to share updates about the Bureau of Immigration. We'd also like to invite everyone to attend our 75th anniversary on September 4 at the Bureau of Immigration main office in Intramuros, Manila. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions, you may call our hotline. It's 465-2400 local 200.
465?
2400 local 200.
Okay. And with that, I'd like to thank our guests from the Bureau of Immigration. And again, if you want to know more about the Bureau of Immigration, they have a program here, Mission Immigration, and it airs again on Tuesdays, 7 p.m.
With replays on Wednesday, 11 a.m.
Okay. But for now, they are our guests here, and it's a pleasure and privilege to have these two ladies here. And very educational, very informative. Maraming salamat. No? Okay, until next week then, this is GERRY CORNEJO, and this program is Open House. I love you. God bless you. Take care.